What's up, my little Tattle Tells? I know I said I was getting ready for the beach, but there is an update. The police are at ASAP Rocky's house right now with a battery ram, breaking down the door and conducting a extensive search of the house. You guys, this is an episode of Narcos or CSI, To Kill a Mockingbird. Pick something. Y'all, we need to actually break this down a little bit because there are updates. And then guess what? I'm giving you my pure opinion of this. It ain't my sources. It's my intelligence and my speculation. But y'all, there's something deeper going on and we need to talk about it. But before we do, hit that like, subscribe, turn on your notifications. You know I'm covering the Black China trial, from the pits of hell. Plus I'm covering the Johnny Depp trial. I'm covering everything actually. Mama is working for her money on this vacay. So hit that like, subscribe, and turn the notifications on. But let's get into what's going on with ASAP. Before we start, let's just get one thing straight. All the dummies that can't do a Google search, please, this is actually happening. The LAPD has put out statements. ASAP Rocky's lawyer put out statements. Literally, there are people on the ground taking pictures of the scene. This is happening. I know a lot of y'all dum-dums like to believe, oh my God, this is all cap. I'm sick of this. Google's your friend, okay? Now, for everybody that lives in reality, let's talk about what has been going on in the update. One, listen, here's the thing. Cops say that ASAP knew the alleged victim and the alleged shooting happened after the argument between two men. The LAPD says they worked to corroborate the info the victim told them with the alleged incident, which helped them to identify Rocky as a suspect. Officers now are currently serving a search warrant at Rocky's home using a battering ram. To get through his front gate. I'm gonna drop the picture right here. Well, actually, I can't drop the picture because it's an exclusive, but the picture exists. The lawyer's confirmed. Everybody's on the same page. Y'all, we gotta talk about this. Okay, so this just actually came in while I was making the video. In the search, they actually did come out with a couple of boxes of paper. ASAP Rocky is currently being booked by the LAPD. He is lawyered up. He's expected to be booked. I don't know if he's going to be released later on today. I hope for Rihanna's sake it actually is. But they actually got out boxes of evidence. You guys, let's talk about those boxes of evidence. Stay later to the video because you have to hear this. But also look at this statement they put out. Now, pay attention to this wording because it's very important. We're going to discuss it later. The Los Angeles Police Department Robbery Homicide Division detectives have made an arrest in connection to a shooting that occurred in the Hollywood area November 2021. On November 6, 2021, around 10:15 p.m., an argument between the two acquaintances occurred in the area of Selma Ave and Argyle Ave in the Hollywood area. I know exactly where that is. Do y'all stand up, Argyle Ave? The argument escalated and resulted in the suspect firing a handgun at the victim. The victim sustained a minor injury from the incident and later sought medical treatment. Following the shooting, the suspect and two additional males fled the scene. You guys, pay attention to the statement. I'm going to get through it, but just keep this in mind as we move through the video. What else does it say? Detectives work diligently to investigate and corroborate reporting information which help identify the suspects involved. Funny they put an S. Who are the other people? The suspect has been identified as 33-year-old Rakim. Sorry, thanks for the shout out. That I was saying ASAP Rocky's not Rakim, right? Because he was named after the late great rapper Eric B. and Rakim. But is Eric B? Anyway, let's move on, right? Los Angeles resident also goes by ASAP Rocky. Early this morning, LAPD officers arrested Rakim for assault with a deadly weapon, a firearm, at the Los Angeles International Airport. This case will be presented to the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office for filing consideration. Y'all, now let's get into it. Cops say that ASAP knew the alleged victim and that the alleged shooting happened after an argument between the two men. The LAPD says they worked to corroborate the info. Now, here's the thing. The wording's really, really sus. This is the first thing that puts up a red flag. Let's talk about this. And before y'all go, this ain't no sources. This ain't nothing. This is just pure unadulterated speculation. But listen to what I gotta say, because I think there might be something here. For instance, right? They say that the shooting happened on November 6th, right? And now they're just now making an arrest. They said that when the shooting happened, first of all, it wasn't reported. A shooting happened, it's like what, 4, 5 months later? I don't know, November, December, January, February, March. It's like literally 5 or 6 months later. The shooting was unreported. Unreported. You're just now making an arrest? Now let's talk about that arrest. Everybody goes on to say that first they started off saying that ASAP Rocky and the shooting victim were friends. Then in that same breath, they turned around and said that they had to work hard to identify ASAP as the shooter. But I thought that they were friends. How did you work to actually identify them? Did the person come and say, I was shot by ASAP? Or was it something more? Hold on, I'm getting somewhere. Second of all, the wording on it, that he walked toward him with a gun, shot 3 or 4 times, and it may have grazed the victim. You either got shot or not shot. Second of all, were they friends or were they not? Third of all, who is the victim? I'm just gonna say it, right? And this is all speculation. It's giving a sting operation to me. It's giving a sting operation. I'll just say it. Or someone gave up ASAP's name to get free of other charges, right? Second of all, why is the victim's name not mentioned at all? Who is the victim? What is the relationship to law enforcement? My speculation, this looks like this whole thing of them even being able to search ASAP's house is literally wrapped up into something bigger than just some shooting where someone wasn't even hurt and waited 5 or 6 months to even report it or press charges. And the bullet just grazed them? You guys, we have to ask ourselves, what is going on? Also, it looks like ASAP, this is my speculation, there's something bigger going on, there's some bigger thing. Somehow they wanted to get at, and I'm just thinking, they wanted to get access into ASAP's house. Hence why they went through his gate with a battery ram and they busted through. All because what's the nexus? Oh my God, you shot someone almost 6 months ago that was unreported and we won't give the victim's name. Are you not giving the victim's name because the witness is a police informant cooperating, or ASAP is involved with other characters, might be involved in a larger conversation? What are you hoping to find in this house? The gun? What are you hoping? What evidence are you hoping to find? You guys, it doesn't make sense. But hold on, there's more. Again, how did you say that you had to work closely to identify who the shooter was when the victim, or say, I don't even know if they're considering themselves a victim, literally was a friend of ASAP Rocky? You guys, something bigger is going on. I'm not starting any rumors. This is all my speculation, but anybody with half a brain can literally sit here and be like, yeah, whatever you say is going on, it doesn't make sense. An unreported shooting for 6 months ago. And you know what? Let's also look at this too. Maybe he's been under investigation. Maybe the people around him have been under investigation. I think that they literally freaked out when he left the country to Barbados. Something's going on. They were afraid they lost him. And when he came back in, they moved lightning fast to place him under arrest to make sure that, I don't even know. With that, okay, fine, that might be a reach, but you don't find it odd that all this stuff that was secretly being investigated and previously was unreported is now coming to a head? Have you ever heard of anybody's house gates being pushed through with battery rams and all this stuff over a shooting that happened 6 months ago? And no, there's something more. The wording's weird. Everything says, I don't know. I'm not about this. Honestly, think about it. When a victim's name is kept private, it's usually a minor or a victim of domestic violence. Literally. Why is a grown person who was a friend, so I would assume if he's a friend, everybody else knows who it is, the name is literally being held private? You guys, we got to talk about this. Now, let's actually talk about the real person we care about. Rihanna, I hope she's doing okay. This is so messed up to do at somebody's late stages of pregnancy. And for all y'all people gonna come in, well, if he did it, he deserves to pay. First of all, we don't have any proof of what ASAP did. This whole story isn't making sense. Why is the victim that didn't even want to report the shooting, and by all accounts can't even say that maybe he was grazed, maybe this happened, all that is now coming up 5.5 months later? And it's happening while Rihanna's about to give birth to her baby. And this is after her and ASAP actually left the country to go to Barbados to visit family and come back. Y'all, let's put our thinking caps on. Make sure you turn your notifications on. I'm going to follow this story to the pits of hell. And listen, speculation on my part, but I will say, and let me know what y'all think in the comments, something ain't adding up. It's just not adding up. Even if you believe everything the LAPD says and TMZ, which I highly do not advise of doing. Even if you believe all of that, yeah, it still don't add up. All right, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments, and I will talk to you later. Bye.